My family never really paid any attention to me, but as the middle child, I suppose that was to be expected. Between everything with my siblings, they just never had time for me. I had a cello solo, but my baby brother had a playdate he couldn't miss. I had a soccer tournament, but my little sister had a first grade recital. I needed money for braces, but my parents already paid for my older brother's car. The thing that hurt me the most was on the night of my graduation. I was as happy as a clam, all beaming smiles and happy laughter with my friends as we waited for our names to be called. When it finally reached mine, I stood up on stage, multiple colored cords hanging from my neck for my achievements, and accepted the diploma I had worked so hard for. I glanced out into the crowd, but my parents no longer occupied their seats. I had begged them to at least stay until my name was called, but my elder sister was leaving to study abroad, and they just had to see her off, even after lengthy goodbyes we had already shared, added to the fact that she was old enough to go on her own. But I was the middle child. I had to expect this. I went out to dinner after the ceremony with a group of my friends and their families. The only other option was sitting alone in my room, although I suppose it wouldn't have been any different. I sat alone at the corner of the table as my friends talked with their parents, siblings, and extended family. I didn't interrupt. My night had already been ruined. I didn't want to ruin theirs. My life had already been ruined. I didn't want to spoil theirs. I went home that night before my parents were even back. No one was even there to blow up the graduation balloons on the kitchen table. No one was there to notice me. The next morning, it was like a miracle occurred. Everyone was paying attention to me. My little sister stopped by my door to say good morning, despite the tears staining her cheeks. She probably ripped her favorite dress again. My older brother looked in and talked to me a bit before running out of the room. He never did like missing breakfast. My older sister left a tearful voicemail full of words about missing me. My mother came into my room and sat on my bed in a comfortable silence for a long time, only leaving when she had to go to work. My father even came up to bring me breakfast in bed, probably to make up for the night before. The weeks passed and this new pattern continued. They talked about me more too. Everything from cheerful memories to tearful whispers, I was all they could think about. However, with all the attention finally on me, there was one spot everyone started to ignore. The corner by my tiny window. I guess they didn't like the fresh stain on the floor there. They even burned the stool that used to sit there, overturned and stained as well. I guess I hated paying attention to that spot too. It wasn't because all the attention was finally on me now, but because I could still feel the colorful cords from graduation around my neck. It's in the dustiest books that you may find the best stories.